Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Hey, let's go, lady. Go full street. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st and 10, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Vaughn. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hold on. Check.
Check 49.
Kill.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Cut. 180.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Horrible.
Out of the gun. Goff. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Let's go. You tighten up. Ready? Check.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want this. 12. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, let's go. Go ground.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this is caught by Watkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hot, 180. Hey. Louis. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
57.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Complete to Hilton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Gone. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hey, 50's a Mike. 50's a Mike. I'm coming after you.
To throw again on second down. Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to
the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Two.
Mike's 57's Mike.
Let's put
Hey, Charlie.
Let's put that team on the bus. 57. Mike 57.
Stay with your man.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, watch the ball.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
Goff on third down. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 30, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Touchdown. You got two sight. He took you to school.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Raiders take over
Let's
first
go.
and 10
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Super 1.
They run it with Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
120.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
4-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Not today. Under 10, 10. 36.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, come on.
Now Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Mike, 57.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Coming, baby.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Buying time to his... And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
14. Touch.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
12.
Now gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Lady. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Darnold on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, Team 6.
55.
Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Darnold, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
That's trash. Watch the eyes.
Red 80.
48. Mike, 48.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Hey, exit.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
I'm here all day.
3rd and long, it's Darnold trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Gall. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
11. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, Delta.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Goff. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage.
And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
180. 57. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch that.
Now Goff on 1st down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
5.
From the red zone now, Goff eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Goff being checked. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. Hey, kill.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Darnold. It got his man complete. 33 yards that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check it backer.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And Anderson's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, dog. Bang, 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 bang. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch twist. Watch the motion.
Again, it's Bell. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They come out here in the I.
Night, sweetheart.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Slam. Check, lady.
They'll try again with Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 27-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's.
Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Mike's 50.
On 4th down, Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Jordan Willis. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down and 4, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Raiders on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, over. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. So we got
To the air again. Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. It's just all window dressing. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff leaping, and he makes the grab. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Williams loses the football. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. One receiver left is Hilton.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Here we go, D.
One last throw here for Goff. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is